Hello to all the wonderful Aptera investors out there, to my fellow Aptera reservation holders, and our Aptera curious friends. If you have not made a reservation and choose to do so, please consider using my link below to save $30 on your reservation. In this video, I'm going to recap the 8th week of the Aptera Accelerator Program. My numbers are based on the March 24th, 7:15 a.m. update. For those who are not familiar with the Accelerator Program Aptera is hoping to raise at least $20 million to help them reach the $50 million they claim will allow them to start large-scale production. To be part of the program, you must be one of the first 2,000 people to invest a minimum of $10,000. Once all the slots are filled, the program will be closed. As an accelerator, you will be among the first to receive your specially numbered vehicle and a few other perks. Aptera is also raising money through Republic at the same time as the Accelerator Program. Republic is an investment aggregator that allows anyone to invest like a qualified investor in startups, crypto, real estate, art, music, and more. You can invest a minimum of $210 at $10.50 a share for 20 shares. Investments through Republic are still flowing steadily, with 18 new investors making a total of 1,098 investors. They added $26,292, making the total investment of $1,271,382. If you invest in Republic and are part of the Accelerator Program, they will both count towards your vehicle rank. I have added a link to the Aptera investment page below if you're interested, but I'm not your investment advisor, so please do your research before doing any investment. With the announcement of the removal of the deadline for the Accelerator Program, Week 8 continued the upward trend for the investments as to be expected. Aptera easily passed $10 million raised and is now at 55% of their goal. Week 8 investors were strong, adding almost $1 million, but a lot more investors were added to Week 7, bringing their total investment to almost $1.7 million. The cumulative investment graph makes the impact of the change to the program very evident. You can see a significant climb on March 14th when the notices and the video went out. The change is almost as strong as the first week and a half. This growth will slow a bit, but I think this program will successfully raise the $20 million Aptera was hoping it would, and probably a few million more. If we zoom in and take a look at how much money was invested each week, individually, you will see how strong Week 8 really was for Aptera. A total of over $1.7 million was added over the last week, making it the strongest week of investment beside the first week. It would be great to see another strong week like this, but with the change in the program, I don't think we will see a stronger week than Week 1 until we get close to 2,000 accelerators. This bar graph shows the cumulative amount raised each week by a group of investors. Overall, this was the lowest amount of investments added by prior weeks. Even Week 1 did not show much change week over week. But Week 7 had a huge change, adding almost 1/3 more investment at over $460,000 added. Week 8 was also the third strongest first week of investment by itself. Looking at the amount raised each day, making it even more obvious, the 14th to the 17th were some of the best days of investments outside of the first week and a half. And the numbers stayed strong into Week 8 with a significant amount of activity every day. But the investments are coming mostly from volume. This chart of the number of people investing each day makes that clear. The end of Week 7 and going into Week 8 has some of the highest single days of added investors and maintains a high average. They account for 3 of the 7 largest days of added investors, and the other 4 were in the first week. If we look at the total number of investors that joined each week, it becomes very obvious how strong Week 8 was. With 117 new accelerators, that is the second largest group of investors. I'm hoping that the curve continues to increase in the next week, but I don't think it will continue past Week 10. Week 8 saw a continued shift to new investors. 51 new investors joined the program, taking them from 211 to 262, which changed the percentage from 33% to 34% of the total investors in the program. This shift will probably continue as new investors can be sure that a minimum investment will get them a numbered car and they can't be bumped by a prior investor coming into the pool later. We have probably also tapped most of the prior investors who want or can become part of the Accelerator program by this time. New investors coming into the program is generally better for Aptera as to raising funds. New investors still contribute more on average than prior investors as expected. Their percentage of the total investments continue to increase towards 40%. At this time, they account for 4.2 million of the funds raised, or 38%. The average invested per person each week still continues to vary significantly, but it looks like the program will continue to see the average amount invested decline to somewhere around 11,500. Even with the strong total investment last week, the average was the lowest of all previous weeks, with just over $12,000 added per person. The top 15 accelerator investors did see a bit more action this week than last. WG continues to invest, but is still number 2 at this time. We got 3 new investors in the top 15, with SR at the 7th spot, RB at number 11, and JR at the end of the leaderboard. This action pushed a number of people down, but RD and BY managed to gain a spot by continuing to add to their previous investments. New investors are still well represented as 5 of the top 15 largest investors, but they are less well represented in the top vehicle spots. MB and WG are the largest new investors in the Accelerator program, but only hold spaces 4 and 8 respectively. Prior investors dominate the top 15, but there have been some notable changes. KW has jumped into the Accelerator program at the number 2 spot, finally making it competitive. Previously, there seemed to be little chance of the number 2 spot of being competitive, as the difference was over 150,000 more than spot number 3. Most of the spots under number 4 is separated by less than $10,000, so we can expect more shifting before the end of the program. I am skipping the vehicle numbers report this week as I did not see anything really significant, and with the program's extension, the positions are going to change significantly. I originally added the vehicle tracking because the program was going to end. However, JG from Connecticut is still causing problems with his investment of $41,999.79. He came to note when he bumped 2 higher investors for vehicle 69. The next week he was given the right number, but it was not ordered correctly on the leaderboard. Now he's throwing off the current holder of the mythical vehicle 0088. He's still listed above 3 people who have invested $42,000. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, like and share to help our channel grow. And below you'll find links to our website, Evolv-Electric.org, our Twitter and Instagram